Good morning, everybody. Hey, this Marlon. Hey, kind of show you what we got. We got a mess here this morning. We got kind of showed you where I put this pipe in, and it probably 2 hours after I left Sunday. It was humid as the devil. Anyway, one of them thunderstorms popped up, dropped about 1.5 inches of rain. So, in other words, it filled up her hole, filled up the ditch. I figured that might happen, but I was kind of keeping my fingers crossed. But anyway, we're cleaning this pipe out. Huh? You out of water? Are you out of water? It's coming a little bit, yeah. It looks clogged, Wyatt. Push that shirt through it and be done with it. Just pump that hole out. But that's what we got. We're gonna clean our pipes out here so we can get this thing, get it on grade. We gotta get across this. We gotta get across this deep spot right here so these folks can use this thing right here. But we'll kind of keep you updated on what's going on. We got a mess here. We're trying to get leveled out. We'll get out of this mud. We'll be able to roll. Kind of show you some of the obstacles we run through pretty much on a daily basis. We're messing with weather, but we just couldn't get that. But we did get the box stamped in Sunday and all that. But look here, what we got. They got that water just pushing it out real good. You can see it right there coming out. Right there, that one's flushing out real good. And do the other one, son. Put it in the other one. Put it in the other one, Wyatt.
Wyatt.
Put it in the other one. Put it in this one.
I can't hear you. Other pipe.
That one did good. Let me show you that water pumping out. We're trying to clean these pipes out before we glue that on. Try to get as much of that sealed out as we can. And gotta get it. Gotta clean that box out too. But we'll get out of this mud here in about an hour. We'll get on with getting on. I'm gonna cut you off now. Get on something here where we can get something going. We're just always under the gun trying to get. They're gonna be rolling in. They're gonna open this dump up about 3:30, and then trucks start rolling in this afternoon. So we gotta try to be ready for them. Kind of guide them through this thing so they don't fall off in a hole. But anyway, babbling on. I'll talk to you in a little bit.
Howdy folks, it's Wyatt here. I'm going to show you the end of this pipe here. We've got flowing water out of one pipe, and I'll kind of explain what we got going on and why there's only water coming out of one pipe. So we're down here in the sticks. We're in a there is no water access down here. So every bit of water that we did to proof this line came out of filling a 55-gallon trash can up and then trailering it down here and then dumping it in. So we did that twice, and kind of the consensus here, we did it one time just dumping the water in the catch basin. We got 2 6-inch pipes in there and dumped the water, or pumped the water in there with our little pump, and just filled the catch basin up and let gravity do it. And the water didn't even make it down here. This is an extremely long run. This is about 300 feet, 3 to 350 feet run, 2 6-inches side by side. We installed this yesterday, and I want to tell you right now, folks, this had to be probably one of the tightest drainage projects that I've ever been involved with, as far as maintaining fall the whole way. So we had 1% fall. We were dealing with 1%, and about 350 feet we had 36 inches of fall. So every stick of pipe had to be 1 inch of fall, and that was what we had to work with. I mean, this was our target. We knew it was going to be tight going in, but I mean, we just knew it, and we did the math and actually ended up, we set our laser up and actually went and shot it and second guessed it. So we went and got a builder's level, like a old school builder's level, and shot it again just to verify the numbers, because that's how tight and precise this had to be, because we were dealing with such little fall. And big pipes, little fall, long distance, it could be a recipe for disaster quick. So everything had to align, and we didn't film any yesterday. We had a lot going on yesterday. It was not a good day at Triad Dirt Works on this project. A lot of things happened, working in the mud in the ditch, Hit another unexpected old abandoned irrigation line that was 2 inches. It flooded, got out of the mud once in the morning, and then a couple hours later hit it right back again, filled the ditch up. So it was just not a good day to film. And what we had going on, it was just it was a lot. So to make it to this point is a very good thing. But we have water coming out, and like I was saying with the water, it is slowly but surely coming out on that left side. That's because he actually physically on the second go around with the gallon container, or the 55-gallon trash can, we, instead of filling the catch basin up and letting gravity dissipate, we actually put it down the line a little bit. That way it'd go ahead and flush it out. But we're going to check this on a heavy rain. But this is what we were contending with, folks, right here, trying to hit that pond mark. And we barely made it. Barely made it. I'm telling you, it was so tight. The margin, there was absolutely no room for error, no room. And each pipe was set just to precise. I mean, you're talking inches, folks, inches. Every 10 feet drop an inch, every 10 feet drop an inch. And that's tricky work, a lot of hard work, a lot of hand work, a lot of finessing. I'm just glad that we had an operator like Dad to take a lot of the manual stuff out, because a bad operator on this instance, he would have killed somebody with the work that you're talking about that goes into that. So having somebody that can dig on grade and do all that, it sure does help the person like myself that's in the ditch putting all this stuff together. And anyways, it definitely took all of us, but we got it in. And here's the box, here's the basin. So in a nutshell, folks, and camera don't even do it justice. I wish it would, but this is where we started, and we had to go all the way down there. And you're thinking, you're like, okay, goodness gracious, you got a lot of fall, you know. And you do, you have quite a bit of fall. They said the topograph or whatever, they said it had 8 feet on the scale or whatever. I think it was a little bit, I think it was less than 8 feet. I think it was actually about 7 feet of fall when we first started. So shooting when this was flat ground as it stood before Dad came in here, so right there, 7 feet from here all the way to there. All right, now the caveat with all this stuff is, and people don't understand this, and we tell them all the time, you know, when you're dealing with pipes and catch basins and boxes and stuff, you've got some variables you got to hit now, and this is definitely one of them. So we kind of pan across here, and like I said, elevation is gonna, I know it's gonna be tough to see on the camera, but we bowled this out. We bowled that out. There's the box right here, and you can kind of see it starts up there and it goes all the way around, and it's a pretty good sized bowl. I don't know how much elevation loss we lost there, but I would say we at least we probably lost anywhere from 8 inches to a foot in bowling this out. So there you go. Now we're down to 6 feet of fall. We're down to 6 feet. So now that's what we got to work with. Now we've got to drop and set our pipe. You know, just because we got 6 feet doesn't mean anything. We've got to, you know, that's just what we lost by bowling this out and by doing that. So now we've got another issue. We've got to get our pipes set down in there. And so you look at where the pipes are setting, we just lost another 2.5 feet. Another 2.5 feet at least, if not more, if not 3 feet down bottom of the pipe. So now we are working with 36 inches. So we started off with 7 feet, and then bam bam, before we even put the first dirt bucket in the ground to dig this thing out, to lay the first stick of pipe, we've already lost almost 4 feet, 3 feet, 4 feet of elevation between this point and this point. So it is tight. Now I know that's probably speaking Greek, and that's a lot of kind of layman, or a lot of grading terms and drainage terms all in one go here, and I'm throwing a lot at you. But it is, when you think of stuff like that and you actually figure out what you got in front of you and you start doing the math and the numbers in your head, it's a lot. It is a lot. I mean, it's a lot on paper to say you've got 36 inches from here to there, but to put it in action and to pull it off, it's quite spectacular. And to say that this has been a little stressful trying to hit this and trying to make it work, but people, you know, this is our office, this is how we make our living. We take pride in what we do and making sure that we do everything to the best of our ability. And this has been another one that we kind of pulled out of the hat here, because 1% fall, that's not a lot. I mean, it's bare minimum. It is just about bare minimum. And when you're talking big pipe, you know, it's it can be challenging. So I'm glad that this job turned out the way it did. Dad kind of slicked it back down, and we'll come back in here, probably fine tune a little bit, but we got to get it covered up and move on to something else and get out of these guys' way so they can start grinding some stuff and getting ready. But this has been quite the drainage adventure for myself and everybody included. So anyways, folks, I hope all of that made sense. It's a lot, I know. It's a long little part of the video, but a lot of good information there. This stuff is just pipe and dirt, folks. You know, we say it all the time, it's just pipe and dirt. And people think, you know what, sometimes what we do is just easy, like we're just getting on a machine and just digging away, and we're having the best time. Don't get me wrong, we're having a really good time. We love what we do. But like people's like, hey man, you know, how, I bet riding that thing's fun all day. It is fun. It is so fun. I'll tell you when it doesn't get fun is when you've got to dig 350 feet and every 10 feet you have to drop an inch. That is nerve-wracking, trying to make that work and knowing, and you got a lot of stuff on the line here. So that's how you know, I say critical. We're not a brain surgeon or nothing like that. I'm not comparing us to that, but in our line of work, this was tight. This was just about as worse as they come. So I'm just glad to be glad to pull through this one and make it on the other side of that pond and hit our target just right. So it's a good day for Triad Dirt Works. So folks, I appreciate it. This is Wyatt. If you guys enjoyed this video, please hit the comment button down below. It does help us out. Hit them buttons like Dad says. Hit the like button down below, comment down below, tell us what you think. So guys, this has been a good one. Like I said, this is Wyatt with Triad Dirt Works. We sure do appreciate you.